can I like tell you how bad it got?
I'm all yes.
So one time he had been ignoring me for, I don't know, weeks on end, right? I go out with another guy. We're downtown where he usually is. Call him guy number 2, and then guy number 1, good sex guy.
Good sex guy.
So I'm with guy number 2. Guy number 1, I guess, finds us out and is like, hey, what bar are you at? Meets me at the bar, and he goes, oh, this is your date? Like, this is who you're on a date with? You could do so much better.
He walks up to you in front of guy 2?
Yeah.
Does guy 2 do anything about this?
No. He just, like, he sees some of his friends, so he walks away.
What?
So I'm having a conversation with guy number 1. He's like, you could do so much better. And I'm like, are you jealous? And he's like, no, I just think you could do a lot better. Are you going home with him tonight? And I said, I might. Like, what's it to you? And he goes, what if I want to come home with you tonight? And I went, do you? And he goes, yeah. I was like, okay, so I'll get rid of him.
I want you to speak to women using men to make men jealous. Why do I want you to do that?
The main reason why women will use that tactic is because that actually works on us. We don't know how to be around a man except for what we think a man should do with us. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Women do to men what works on women because they don't have no other reference of behavior to use to figure out how to like mind trick a guy. Whatever mind games a man would use on a woman that would work on us, we use that same mind game on a man thinking it'll work on him.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense what I just said? If a man is hanging out with some woman and you've been ignoring me for a while and I see you hanging out with this other woman, that's going to intrigue me and pique my jealousy to make me throw myself at you more so that you'll come and talk to me and hang out with me.
It's basically going to make you ask, who is this new girl that you're with?
Right.
A lot of dudes don't know how to ignore a woman. Bro, ignoring a woman might be one of the most powerful things a man can do. Women never get ignored, bro. Ever. No matter how ugly she is. There's always a dude that's gonna come around and give her that fix of attention, bro. Sometimes you just gotta ignore it. That shit brings up your value as a man. No matter how handsome you are, if you're too easy for these women, if you just willing to give up your energy freely, bro, these women ain't respecting it. They gonna move on very fast. Literally the game. It's an attention grab. Just like you want quick sex, these women want quick attention.
So that works for me. So as a woman, I'm telling myself, if I want this guy to pay me more attention, what do I need to do? Then I think, if I saw a guy that I knew hanging out with a girl, I would be paying more attention to him because I don't want that girl who I'm in an imaginary competition with to think that she beat me. So I'm going to go talk to this guy. I'm going to call him. I'm going to answer his text message back, right?
Now, talk to me about not this particular girl, but what I think she did. I think she used this guy number 2, to get guy number 1 jealous.
Right.
So talk to me about women doing that, because the whole thing I'm getting at is this is another reason why men shouldn't approach women, because
men don't talk to women anymore or pursue women or walk up to women anymore, approach women, whatever you want to call it, because it seems like every damn thing men do is wrong. Any kind of way you come up to a woman or approach a woman or try to talk to a woman seems like it's wrong. If you talk to a girl, and we done seen it like all over the internet, every app you can think of, a woman has had an issue with every kind of way a man has approached them. We've seen women have an issue with men talking to them in the club, talking to them in the bar, talking to them on the street, talking to them in the grocery store, talking to them in the gym, talking to them like while you're in your car. Like, we've seen women everywhere say they had an issue with how men approach them in every kind of way. So it's like what the fuck do we do? Like, how do we do it? Like, what is the correct way? Like, it's just like we just give the fuck up. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah, pretty much.
you never know as a guy if this girl already has some dude somewhere in her roster of dudes who she's trying to get jealous because he's not giving her the level of attention that she wants.
But that's the main part that I continually keep repeating over and over again, that for some reason guys think is like insanity.
Let me tell you why. Because for one, we're ahead of the time. We were ahead of the curve. It sounds weird to say, but when you've always been a girl, you've always been into psychology since you was in like 4th or 5th grade. When they hear you talking like this as a guy, it's like it doesn't make sense because it's not logical.
These other countries, like let's say for instance the Philippines, all of them girls look good.
The ugliest girl over there could still come over here and have mad dudes stressing her. You ever seen these Hawaiian girls? You ever seen the movie Moana? Moana's a regular looking girl. She's not even some fly chick. She's a regular bitch.
Yeah, you guys who live in like the Seattle, Washington area know what we're talking about.
No doubt. No doubt.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Seattle. Yeah, there's some fly. I don't think I didn't see that many, like the ugly to pretty ratio. Just it wasn't a lot of ugly girls out there, and even the ugly girls had like hair down to their butts, which is like.
So that's what
amazing.
I'm saying. It's like being cute is not a good enough reason as a woman from most of these cultures to just be entitled to a man. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually contribute something to your household.
You gotta know how to cook. You gotta know how to
you gotta
sew.
do something. And I remember like growing up when I'm around my like Korean family, I remember a lot of the women saying things like, how are you going to get married if you don't learn how to do this, or if you don't learn how to do that, or if you can't do this for your husband? And it was like a no-brainer.
But now men don't have any choice but to, because first we had Kevin Samuels and he said this would happen and the women was arguing like he was just hating.
It is time for women to come back to the table and come clean. $15 trillion pumped into the economy. There is no more money. There's about to be not a global recession, a global reset. Winter is coming. Ladies, you got to realize there's more of you than us. You got to try to get on his page, in his boat, in his raft. That means his program. Or you can think this is I'm full of crap, don't know what I'm talking about.
Now he gone 5 years later, all of these women are seeing that. All of these women are losing their jobs. All of these women are complaining online. Men don't want to talk to us. It's like men have woken up. Now, when we're talking this same thing we was talking when Kevin Samuels was alive, it's like you as a man, you can no longer deny it because you're seeing it left and right everywhere you go. The Me Too movement, all of this stuff, dating has totally switched. So you may not want to believe it as a guy, but you kind of don't have any choice. So because it doesn't make sense logically, and that's not the way we was taught by this society, society taught us all to be simps. Our mothers told us, especially if we come from a single mother household, how to treat women. They didn't tell none of us how a woman should treat us. Special certain cases of guys learned that from their older brothers, their OGs, their dad, kind of like a comedian Ali Sadiq. Even though him and his mom and dad broke up, he still had access to his dad and was going over and like he even lived with his dad for a little while. Some guys got the benefit of that, but if you didn't get that benefit, society, television, your female family members, church people, school, everybody told you to basically be a simp for these women. And when you go and try to be some simp, some nice guy that's gonna write a bitch a poem and give her a flower and she throw a tomato at you, you end up being like, man, what I'm supposed to do now? It's like men have to reteach themselves this stuff that we had been talking about. So when they first hear it, they was like, nah. A handful of guys was like, no, I get that. Matter of fact, I already had been doing that. I thought it was just only me. Oh, I found somebody else doing that? Let me follow this channel. So yeah, you have been saying it over and over again, but what you don't realize is all that stuff I said. So sometimes, or probably all the time, it hurts to retrain yourself. What do they say? People would rather believe a lie than accept that they've been lied to. They'd rather just believe that the lie is true. Well, not all men are on that. And the saying says people do that. So it's like human beings will just do that. You got to be a special kind of person to get over the hurt of believing a lie. You got to re-educate yourself. And that's not easy for a lot of humans to do. And it's not easy for a lot of men to do. So you're sitting here saying, oh man, I've been saying that. Well,
the part that I've been saying that I didn't get to is to ignore the lady. The reason why she even had this guy on her radar in the first place to go stalking him at this bar he be at is because he hadn't been paying attention to her. He's not answering her calls. He's not talking to her. Guys always think if they ignore a girl, that means she's going to run off and go do something else. She will if she actually never had no interest in you in the first place. So that's actually good for you if she runs off. But if she likes you, then she'll do this. Let me figure out a way to get his attention. She's going to figure something out. That's what I mean when I say they'll throw themselves at you. She can throw herself harder. She'll figure something out. So it's really not even a deterrent that she showed up with a whole different dude, because she only even did that because she never had the intention of doing anything with this guy in the first place. He was her bargaining chip to let this dude know, other people are interested in me too. Don't you want to come talk to me?
Now, let me put that in basketball terms for these guys who have been following. That's basically what LeBron James is doing now with the Lakers. He's using New York, talking about, I'm going to go look at this, as a bargaining chip. He's basically threatening the Lakers to pay him more attention than they're paying Luka Doncic. And that's the LA Lukas. It's no longer the LeBron James Lakers. You see what I'm saying? The girl tried to get this guy's attention. Now, if I was that guy, first of all, she went to the bar where he be at. Why did you said that was premeditated. Why you want to go with your new date to where your old guy be at? Fellas, we would never do that. We don't even want to see our old girl at all. Matter of fact, let's go to a whole different town. I want to be around her or her energy, or where her energy be at. So, like I'm saying, talk to this reason that I'm saying that guys, another reason why guys shouldn't approach women. That being, you never know whether or not she got another guy in the wings that she's trying to get jealous with your presence.
Yeah, so just treat all the girls like casual acquaintances. Don't commit anything to them. Don't even tell them you're even sexually attracted to them. Put them in your friend zone, because if she wants to climb her way out of it, she gonna do what this lady did. She gonna figure something out to let you know she's available more overtly. That's just what she's gonna do. And if she wasn't interested in the first place, then you don't waste your energy, time, and your reputation making this weirdo think you were even interested in her like that. She don't get to go back to her friends and be like, yeah, he tried to ask me out, but I was like, nah, I'm good. She don't even get the satisfaction of doing that. You see what I'm saying?
And why would that be some kind of satisfaction to a person? Men, we can't figure that out.
Women, it's the same thing as men sleeping around with a bunch of rando chicks who they're never going to do anything with to have a notch on their belt. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's just a notch on my belt to feed my ego. So
basically, when guys sleep with girls, like, dude, what you talking about? I got mad hoes. I be sleeping with mad. What you talking about? Girls the same. Yo, I got mad dudes in my DM. Mad dudes be asking me on dates. Are you crazy? They can't wait to bother me. It's the same kind of thing.
It's the exact same thing, and you get more points as the girl if you didn't sleep with the guys. He's just sweating me, but I didn't give him anything.
Say that part again, because women never tell. All the women us guys know never tell us that part. We thought that's what it was, but when we say stuff like that,
women are always trying to shield y'all from sleeping with them. And if it's easy for him to talk his way into her panties, what do we call those? Hoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
She don't get no props. She don't get a high five. Nobody cares, because anybody can be a hoe. I heard this female comedian say, she said, coochie is a high luxury commodity. You have to, and she's a gay lady. She was like, if you want coochie, you always got to be prepared to pay. But penis is free. I could just go down the street and get 2 free penises in a row right now. And she's gay. She look like a man. Mm-hmm. And she's like, that's just what it is. So you really can't complain as somebody who's looking for a woman saying, oh, she won't give me the time of day because I'm broke. Yeah, that's how it goes pretty much.
Wait a minute. Now let me stop you there. That's what it used to be. I'm seeing a lot of men waking up and saying stuff like,
why I gotta be rich to fuck a broke? How does that work?
Nobody said anything about being rich. That's what I'm saying. Y'all take it to extremes.
No. This is what we're saying. Coochie is not no high commodity, nothing, especially when you have said us girls don't even put this high value on our coochie.
The people chasing it do. That's why it's a high luxury commodity.
No, let's go back. This is a gay girl, so she's chasing coochie even though she got one of her own. Mm-hmm. See how she put the price on it? That's what I'm saying. Men are waking up. They're like, nah, I would rather be like this picture of this guy right here.
Joke. She literally was like,
this picture right here. This guy is sitting here eating his meal at IHOP by himself, enjoying his time, talking about, oh man, $24.99 in peace opposed to $111 in an argument. This is the thing. It's like the way stuff, it made men wake up. That's why this stuff you're saying, it only sounds like you're repeating yourself to you. Guys hearing it for the first time are like, okay, that makes sense. And then like more guys are saying that makes sense.
But this is why I keep saying ignore the girl, because there really is no value on her like that except for her body parts. And she knows that already. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She already knows that. Period. Whereas the flip side of it, like this lady was joking that penis is free.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. But you men, if y'all would carry yourselves like there was a value to it, then women wouldn't treat y'all like it was worthless. We wouldn't treat y'all. I can just go and get another penis whenever I want. We wouldn't treat y'all.
But
like
here's
that.
the thing that a lot of guys don't know: she can't just go and get the penis that she wants.
That's true, but
She
that's
can
because
get-
that guy put a price on his body parts, not a monetary price. I'm saying he has a standard. He won't just crumble at your fingertips when you smile at him.
Make 6 figures per year, 35 or older, have 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in shape, and then have had sex with 50 women.
And that's the point where you would say, okay, now it could be an intelligent decision to settle down with one woman.
Yes, because now you have not only the prerequisite finances, where I would consider you like an entry level, higher value guy, it'll increase the likelihood that an average woman will submit to you and follow your lead. Then also on top of that, you don't have the wool over your eyes with like, oh, she touched my pee-pee, I want to commit to this girl, because you have sexual experience.
You gotta work harder to get his attention. That's how we pay for penis. We have to work. We have to earn this guy's attention. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the same things with this guy that I would with this. Like, I would never tell this guy who I'm chasing after, oh, yeah, you gotta go. I'm gonna go do something else and go run off with another dude. She'd never treat that guy like that.
So guy number one, the one she called the good sex guy, she would never tell him or basically try to get rid of him so she could go mess around with guy number two.
With a different guy, because that dude, he leveraged his attention. He didn't just give it to her for free. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Guys who are all in a girl's DM, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous, you're so amazing.
Can I add this part in it? She calls him guy one, good sex guy. I want you to speak to that right quick, because you've said for girls, the sex is all in their mind.
Yeah.
Explain that.
He's not good sex guy because his sex is so good. He's good sex guy because the way he interacts with her makes her feel like she's earning his attention. So when she finally gets to have sex with him, she done built it up so much in her own head. He could just touch her slightly on the cheek and she would just be like, oh my God.
She
you know what I'm
built
saying?
she built up what inside her own head?
The arousal for this dude, she built it all up in her head. It's a mental thing with women. We don't really it's not really a physical thing for us. You know what I'm saying?
Like with guys, it's not a mental thing with us in the sense of we can see you and we'll start to get stiff. Women is different. It's
no,
different.
It's the way you treat me. It's the way that you talk to me. It's the way that you problem solve. It's the way that you handle your business. It's the way that you run your life. It's like a combination of all these different things, and how smooth and even tempered you are when I'm around. All those things mixed together at one time is what turns us on about the guy. Now, of course, if you're ugly, if you're just flat out of shape, if you're just like 90 years old, clearly, unless I'm a 90-year-old woman, those are going to be turn-offs default. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying the average guy who usually doesn't have, just noticeable things wrong with him off the rip, I'm saying just an average dude. It's those combinations of things, like you seem like you got it together, kind of a dude that's coupled with I'm physically attracted to you, that's coupled with the way that you're talking to me and interacting with me. All those things together is what the girl is being aroused by. And even this part that a lot of women don't want to talk about out loud. How much you're appealing to other women. That's why women get women. That's why if we see you with a woman, we start getting jealous. Where's he going? Why he with her? What she got that I
You
don't
mean
get?
that's why women bring women, not women get women?
What did I say?
You said women get women.
Yeah, women get women. Women bring women. Same thing. I'm saying if you have a
Well,
woman around,
you gotta understand this audience. When you
all
say
this
women,
stuff is connected.
when
Like,
you say women get women, they're thinking of a gay girl
No,
is gonna.
I'm
That's why
saying-
can relax, dude. That's what I'm trying to make it clear for these guys. Just you gotta talk in
Reword
guy
it.
speak.
If a woman sees you with another attractive woman who she thinks she can compete with in her attractiveness level, she's asking herself, why her? What's so great about this lady that I
Now let
don't
me pause.
have?
That's basically what the guy did when he walked up to her. Is like, oh, you can do so much better. He basically did that stuff that a girl would do. So the things that would work on a girl that a guy would do, some player would do, and it would make a girl be acting jealous and all that, She did that same thing to him. That worked with this guy. So part of the moral of the story is don't be like this particular guy. He was winning by ignoring her. I don't know if he ignored her on purpose or if that's just what had happened, but it's starting to look like he wasn't ignoring her on purpose. So when he saw her talking about you could do so much better or what, that's dirty macking. That's what these different dudes would do. Like, so what? Let her go do what she's doing with that guy, because she came to your domain. She even said in her story, I went downtown where he be at. This is a big town. Why don't you go to a different bar? It's other popping off bars.
She's on purpose chasing him. She never went down there because she wanted to go on a date with this weird dude that she was with. She always wanted to get that guy's attention, but she was trying to plausible deniability, not look like she was trying to do that. You see what I'm saying?
But she telling the story and she's admitting, no, that's exactly what I was doing.
Like she would if us girls were all sitting around. That's what she would be telling. That's a story for women. You understand what I mean? This is what I mean when I say when women get together, all they talk about is their love lives, their lack of a love life, or something to do with a relationship. That's what they're talking about. Sex, they're talking about that stuff because they're trying to figure out what they're doing. And there's really nothing else interesting in my life to talk to you about. My girlfriends don't want to hear about my boring ass accounting job. They don't care. They don't want to hear about all the stuff I did with my kids this weekend. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? No, we want to hear the juicy stuff. So what happened with your husband? Were you guys in a fight? What happened? What did he do? How did he make it up to you? What happened with that dude you went on a date with last weekend? How did that turn out? What happened? We want to know that stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Oh, I gotta ask you guys some advice. I mean, these are not even women that have known each other a long time. If you had a good conversation with another female, within an hour of meeting her, you're gonna be like, can you just give me some advice, girl to girl? And you'll tell her your whole love life story. You know what I'm saying?
Guys don't do that at all.
We do that all the time. So that's what I'm saying. It's like she always wanted to go down there to get his attention in the first place. And again, this is another thing. See how that guy, he didn't call her. He didn't text her. He wasn't looking for her. But she knew exactly where to find him at, right? Again, that's why I'd be like, when you meet a girl out on the street somewhere, don't be hounding her for her information. Because she be at that place a lot. She comes to that place. If she was really...
So, for example, if you see a girl in Walmart, there's no need to be talking to her like you're never going to see her again.
First, yeah, you don't need to do that.
Because she be going there.
Be smooth. And keep it moving, and then she's gonna find a way to bump into you. She'll keep coming to that Walmart all different hours of the day and night, hoping she's gonna run into you near whatever aisle you saw her at. She's just gonna do that because...
So would you agree that women even do that same thing at the gym? They'll see you at the gym once or twice. I know I'm using Walmart as an example, but I'm also using the gym. Would you agree that at times...
Anywhere. Everywhere. What is this random ass bar this lady is going to? She knows for a fact this guy be at this bar because that's where she knows him from. You see what I'm saying? She probably met him in that bar and they had a one night stand. So I'm saying
that to say, these girls that you keep seeing frequently in your gym, don't just tell yourself, fellas, it's by chance we're seeing each other here. 9 times out of 10, that hoe is trying to figure out the frequency with which you go to the gym. Do you go every other day? Do you go twice a day? Do you go every day? And she's trying to catch you looking at her or trying to figure out a way that she can get you to come and talk to her. And I'm saying, talking to the girl, approaching her, it's a trap. Why is it a trap? For so many reasons. But this particular trap we're talking about is, let me use you to get this next dude who won't talk to me attention. Then when we're out on our date, you might have been talking to this girl for like 6 weeks or something like that. Then you decide to go out. You don't know she's picking a place where the dude who's ignoring her be at. You don't even know that as a guy. And I'm not trying to say you're dumb. I'm saying these hoes are sneaky like that. They don't even look at it as sneaky. That's a Tuesday for them, is what I'm saying. So all of the reasons why not to approach women, this is one of them.
Boom, 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 boom,